looks like the Legion started regrouping up. Hammerstorm, Andromeda, Demented Shaman, the same tactic that they used in the first 2 minutes is just what they've been doing the whole time. Needless to say, in the meantime, Malikin is just getting a bit of a free farm while Vindicator sits on the sideline. Amun-Ra might get caught off guard here as well. Yes, it is hammer throw by Hammerstorm. Andromeda's just going to chain stun perfectly timed there, and he's got nowhere to go but down. Without his level 6, he's not able to revive. And it looks like this game is becoming a little bit one-sided at the moment. Arachna's already hit a level 7. Bloodhound is still just on 5. Doesn't have any items at the moment, but as for cash, what does he have? What does he have? What does he have? Bloodhunter. He's got 715 at the moment, so he doesn't actually have enough. I think he's most likely going to be going for a life tube. I'm not 100% sure. Voodoo just puts down his stun and puts down his curse ground as well. Bit of a waste of mana if no one was able to move onto him right there. Vindicator misses out on his other ability while Malikin's going to go in sword throwing towards Arachna. Even with the DD, he's going to get caught off guard. Incoming Hammerstorm. Silence is too slow by Bloodhunter while he gets off the hammer throw. Play career just bounces and bounces and bounces, and down goes Voodoo. Sorry, down goes Malikin. Vindicator's also going to get picked off here. Bloodhunter's going to go toe to toe. He's given silence as well to Demented Shaman after he's done his ability. Another mistake. If you're going to be silencing people, there's no point doing it after they've already casted all their abilities, for the simple fact that you're giving them, you're warranting them, I should say, more base damage for when they're going to be last hitting you in that, you know, this final battle. So going to call out the GPMs already. In the first 10 minutes we've got Arachna 346 GPM, followed by a Plague Rider closely by just a difference of 10 at 330. Meanwhile the supports, the roaming supports I should say, are just under 200, and that's for the simple fact that they've just been roaming all game. Haven't really been fun. Might have a bit of action here. Voodoo puts out his cocktail. Shaman, Curse Ground gets hit on him as well. He's going to go down here unless he can TP out of that action before the Curse Ground gets him completely. Does go down to the Curse Ground, wasn't able to TP in time. Andromeda's picked up the invisibility. He's just going to roam a little bit, see if there's anyone there. Of course, we already know that there isn't with the Coldborn side all being top at the moment. They're just going to have a bit of a tower push. Ra also being a bit of a tower pusher with his abilities. Of course, the Path of Destruction taking out creeps just as easily, followed by the Ignite. Andromeda's invisible. He's just going to give sight of Amun-Ra to his allies. In position, a Hammerstorm's decided to pick up Striders and also a Chalice. I don't like the Chalice pick up that much unless, of course, you've got some sort of a regen. I'll just get back to that in a second while Plague Rider. Amun-Ra gets silenced there. Vindicator puts off his ultimate. Everyone goes down. Voodoo misses off his Curse Ground. It's all happening. Plague Career comes out by Plague, but it's too close to the creeps. It's just going to bounce off. Plague Rider goes. Bloodhunter goes down by Arachna, of course, with Spitfire.
Double tap.
Andromeda's going to chase deep and hard into the jungle, tower diving onto Amun-Ra. He's got to be careful there. Actually nearly got hit by the tower himself. And meanwhile, we've got a one-sided game. Legion completely dominating. 14 for 4. We've got an even trade-off, and it looks like they're going to push this top tower. 2 TPs, 3 TPs. Malikin with a sword throw. Just going to go what? He's going to get those last hits on those creeps. Just to give him a bit more gold, and at the moment, Malikin's on a farm of 156. Not able to keep up with, of course, Arachna and Plague, so that might be a bit of a problem with them at the moment. Just going to go through the stats. Can't really call out the lanes just by themselves because they've got a lot of roaming action to compare one against another. But outstanding last hits. I will say that, of course, Amun-Ra's 43 for 1. He was mostly jungling in that meantime. They're just going to kill that stack there of the hard cam. Looks like they're just going to be safe. Hammerstorm is just on the outside, so there's no problems there. 53 for 18 on Arachna at mid, who played a pretty solid game there. A lot of roaming action from his allies. As I was just going back to the Hammerstorm comment, I don't like the Chalice so much just because of the fact that being at level 5 and you've already got your stats up, you've got a mana pool of 351, which means you can get about 2 or 3 hammer throws up in a team fight, depending upon your pool. So I'm going to have to change tones here as Amun-Ra goes down. I know that Amun-Ra was in Suffice health while he was jungling there. Maybe he just got caught off by a Demented Shaman. Demented Shaman looks like he's going to follow up straight onto Jester. He's right on top of him. Sword Throw comes out from Malik and slows down Shaman by a little bit, but Blood Hunter and also Voodoo are going to go down, being caught out by the Legion. And it's the same mistakes over and over here. Just a bit of foresight and maybe not enough practice as a team, but they're just getting caught out of maybe it's the awareness as well. The warding position doesn't seem to be too bad. They do have a ward at the side of the jungle, but it looks like the Legion have just been roaming the whole entire game, catching each of them off guard or out of position or not ready to fight, and it's been causing all types of problems for the Lumberjack. And mid, we've got another fight. Amun-Ra's going to go straight into a sword throw by Malik. Playing Career's ulti just completely smashes Voodoo and Ra. They both go down in a burst of damage. Hey, I'll get back to my Hammerstorm point that I was making earlier. I don't like Chalice so much. I think you can save up for a couple of better items. Like, I like the Fortified Bracer for the fact that you do also get mana out of there, but the fact that you're going to have to break it off. Malikan's going to walk in the middle of all three, gets the sword throw off, and it goes straight across all three of them without doing anything in the meantime. A bit of a safe move. I like the fact that he wasn't greedy to go after the Shaman. He probably would have got picked off there with the comment from Anjo, who was picked up a bound eye. Okay, that's a bit different. There's no one who has the ability of invincibility. Maybe just to give him a bit more range on the side, seeing as I'll give us 1,100 reveal. Here's a bit of a fight here at top. Vindicator has put it. He's going to go down. Voodoo gets backed off by the Andromeda coming from the other side. Bloodhunter gets off his abilities on towards Hammerstorm, but he's going to go down as well. Tower's down. Voodoo has nowhere to run. He's just going to get down. Amun-Ra is going to get kited here by all three in the Legion side. And a big hat-trick call for Arachna. Def P, of course, there. Early concede vote at 15 minutes, and are we going to go down? I'm not sure. Malikan's going to go on towards Arachna. He might be able to salvage himself, but gets kited yet again. So, also close, but no cigar there. As I was saying with the Hammerstorm pick, you know, he has got a pool of 377 without that Chalice. That leads him to the fact that he has 3 times he can throw his hammer, or 2 times he can throw his hammer and also hit up his brute strength. I do like the mana battery. I also go for that myself, and I'll usually go for a port key as my next item, just for the initiation factor and catching people off guard if you are aggressively playing as they are now. So I just don't like the Chalice because it's not one of those items. I think there's better, you know, better things to be spending your cash on. He's going to go straight towards, without question, on Vindicator. Vindicator's going to be caught off without a doubt here. Playgrinder comes in with the travel boots and towards one of his creeps, and he's just going to go straight down without any questions asked. Rizzy, no, he gets luckily picked off by Demented Shaman in the nick of time. Cocktail comes out from Voodoo, everything's happening. Silence towards Hammerstorm, who has already used his abilities. This is yet again the thing of him not actually being able to do anything with that silence. So I don't really think you know, I do realize that you get a bit of damage with the Blood Hunter. We have a bit of action here at bottom as well, going on towards Andro and also the Amun Ra, who looks like Andro has just been able to get out of that fight. The cocktail again from Voodoo allows the Hellborn to escape on a foot. Blood Hunter, of course, getting his thirst ability not only for allies, I should say enemies, being below the percentage. I think now, what is it, 44, below 40% of their health. Also when allies now, since the rework about 2 months ago, originally it worked only one way, whereas it had to be your enemies. So he got a bit of a buff in the fact that if allies are a bit low, he can quickly come to their aid, provided that they are in a close vicinity, just for that extra speed of 44. So 44% I should say movement speed. So yeah, he didn't definitely get a buff, but it hasn't paid off for them this game. He's only level 8. He did face up against an Arachner at mid, who's currently level 11. He unfortunately did get ganked quite a bit. Map awareness didn't go the best of ways for these guys. Bottom's going to get pushed here with the whole Legion side facing up. Of course, we've got Hammerstorm coming in the rear, so he's going to be able to get off a bit of the battle. Oh, big swap from Andro. Good call there, and he also gets stunned. So they're able to pick off the DPS unit for the Hellborn side. Good play there, good foresight by Andromeda. Now he's also going to go on towards Vindicator, who also gets the ability of Contagion thrown on towards him. Hammerstorm comes in later, straight on towards Amun-Ra, but Amun-Ra does go down without his ultimate ability. Pyroclasmic Rebirth up just... Looks like this is going to be an easy game for these guys. The concede vote does come out at the 18-minute mark. Yes, we go down. You've been joined by Spot the Aussie in front of the CGO cast, 8th and 9th position. Of course, Lumberjacks and the game winning towards TGZ. Thank you for joining us, and be sure to catch the action soon. Have a good night.